Yo, what is up, everybody? Thank you so much for coming to another live stream. I've been trying to do them around the same time every single day because I think that that's probably the best thing to do. So that's what we're doing. Thank you guys so much for coming. As we see, Jessica already put the Discord link in the chat. So if you haven't joined the Discord, make sure you do that. The Discord is where you get all the notifications. I'm letting you guys know when I'm going live there. All that good stuff. A couple updates before we get into the actual topic that I kind of wanted to talk about. I wanted to give you guys some updates. So the first thing, now this is not 100% set in stone yet, but I'm working on it, is I'm trying to make channel memberships for my channel. So what that will do is basically I'm going to have different levels, and in the different levels there is going to be certain perks that are like part of those levels. So the first one is like you'll get a specials members only live stream 2 times a month. And the second level there will be special videos. I forget exactly what I wrote down in there. And then the third one will be you'll get a shout out in my videos and stuff like that. So I'm really excited about that, and also that means that we'll be able to have like emotes and stuff like that are just for the channel, which I'm super excited about. So just been kind of working behind the scenes getting that stuff done. I also got a new monitor, so I can actually read everything, because before I was using this little iPad as like a screen, and it was just too small. And I really couldn't read anything. So I'm really excited. I think the emotes will be fun, just kind of as a little thing just for us, you know? Okay, so before we get into the topic, I kind of wanted to say, so this, the thing that we're going to be talking about today is something that I am, like, learning about, okay? So it's not like I'm going to be sitting here saying, this is my opinion and I think I'm right. I'm going to be reading this with you guys, and I'm kind of curious to see what you guys think in chat as well, because again, all of this stuff, it's very interesting to me, and I've always said, like, I love discourse and I love talking, and my initial reaction to a lot of this stuff is always be like, oh, that's silly or whatever, but I think that it would be better to kind of read the stuff and see what you guys think too. And so I think that it could be really good. So that's what we're going to do. So, one second, let me do something. All right. So, let's go into the topic here. So, this is something that I saw. Someone sent it to me. I think someone sent this to me on Instagram. But I just want to read it with you guys. So this is from the Instagram Decolonizing Fitness. And so we have it right here. And again, please don't go to this person's page or anything like that. I just want to read this with you guys and kind of see what you guys think and stuff like that, okay? So it says, what is toxic fitness culture? Okay? And so, toxic fitness culture, this is what this person is claiming that it is, okay? Social characteristics that promote, reinforce ableism, fat phobia, ageism, racism, classism, elitism, body shaming, policing, and LGBTQIA plus hatred under the guise of fitness and wellness. So what I think that is talking about, so it says social characteristics that promote, so basically, and it says under the guise of fitness. So it's like using fitness as a way to shame people is kind of what I'm seeing there, and I've definitely seen that happen before in the past. So I mean, I can understand why someone would say this and maybe think this. Okay, all right, let's go to the next guy. Toxic fitness culture relies on two distinct groups to be situated on opposite ends of the fitness spectrum. One group consists of the able-bodied, thin-toned, attractive, young, cisgender, heterosexual people who are assumed to be the gatekeepers of what it means to engage appropriately and embody fitness. So it's a culture that relies on two distinct groups, okay? So there is I guess you could say like the fit people on one side, and then the non-fit, maybe non-desirable people on the other side. Okay. All right, next. The other group consists of folks who carry marginalized identities that drastically remove their bodily agency, limiting them from accessing fitness in ways that meet their needs and feel supportive to them. Okay, so it seems like the other group consists of folks who carry marginalized identities, so people that aren't white and fit, I'm assuming is kind of what they mean, that drastically remove their bodily agency. I don't really know what that means. Remove their bodily agency, limiting them from accessing fitness in ways that meet their needs and feel supportive to them. Okay. Next one. Toxic fitness culture is rooted in white supremacist ideals regarding health, ability, size, gender, age, and beauty. Toxic fitness culture and diet culture are intertwined, with both placing blame on an individual for the way their body shows up in the world. Okay, so this is, I kind of wanted to talk about this because obviously I read this a little bit before I started streaming, and one thing that I have probably over the past few months that I've really been like learning for myself, or at least understanding. So what I've noticed is when people say like white supremacist, it's like it's white supremacist or it's rooted in white supremacist ideals. When I used to hear that, I used to be like, oh, they're like saying that everyone that's fit like is a fan of like the KKK or is a fan of Nazis or anything like that. I don't think that that's what it means. What I've understood white supremacist means is that a lot of these systems or these things that we are, parts of, fitness and just anything you can really think of, are rooted maybe in like white supremacist things because maybe, when the country started, because obviously our country was definitely at the start of it was white supremacist, with slavery and all that. And so a lot of people say that because it's rooted in that, it still has those characteristics maybe. And so that's what I'm kind of understanding with that. Again, I'm not saying that I agree with it, but that is what, what it seems like they're saying. And then I think I screenshotted the actual caption, but I think it's pretty much the same. Yeah, it's pretty much the same words. Okay, so the reason that I wanted to read that was because I think it's interesting, and I'm curious to see what you guys think, because I don't necessarily agree with it, but at the same time, so my problem with a lot of the posts like this, and like the things that I've seen when people post things like this, is like it's a lot of like stirring the pot, but I don't see an answer here, or at least even a suggestion on what could be improved, and that's where I think the problem lies. Like if that genuinely is maybe a problem and like something that needs to be fixed, what do we do about it, right? Instead of, like, a lot of people like to point out the problem. This is a problem. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. But then it's like when you ask them, okay, what do you want to do about it? And they're like, I don't know. And so I think that it's kind of interesting. Like, these problems are always pointed out, but I feel like there's never any solution. So I'm kind of curious to see what you guys think. So I'm going to read some of these comments here. Seems like it's a case of if you go looking for it, expecting it, you'll find it. Interesting. You're trying to be too nice about it. Some folks just want to be angry at things. I do think that some people just want to be mad, for sure. I do see that. if we were to look at socioeconomic areas, we would find people of color tend to make up a higher population in those areas. I mean, that's definitely true, for sure, 100%. I'm sorry, white people don't have the monopoly on. I'm sorry, white people don't have a monopoly on fitness. Anyone who buys that has some serious bias and racist thinking themselves. You read too much. I always thought dark skin makes you look smaller. I mean, I don't think that that's. I went to a predominantly black populated gym in the outskirts of Philadelphia as a white, gay, trans person. Never had any problems. Worked out, and so did everyone else. That's because stirring the pot doesn't require people to have answers. They want to be provocative and are addicted to outrage. So yeah, I think that's a great point. Like, I think a lot of times, but the thing is, and I would agree with that, but the only problem, not problem, but a lot of times these pages, and I don't think this page has done this, which I would say is like props to this page for doing that. But they don't, a lot of these pages will make these claims, but then they'll be like either private, or they will have their comments basically like disabled, or make it so only people that follow them can comment. And so at least this page hasn't done that. I don't know. It's a very interesting take, I think. And I was just kind of curious to see like what you guys would think about it. And yeah, as a woman of color, I can say that I have never felt pushed out or unwelcomed in fitness gyms, groups. These pages are becoming so toxic. Yeah, I wonder why. Like, I'm kind of curious. Why do you guys think that pages like this are gaining so much traction? Like, what do you think about? Like, why do you think it is these pages are getting so popular and becoming so popular? I'm kind of curious to hear what you guys think about that. What do you think about nutrition in the fitness community? I need a little bit more context on that one. Mm-hmm. People run their mouths more than they run for health. They gain traction because mass outrage makes people feel like they're part of something. It's a sense of belonging, a false sense of belonging, but it feels good at the same time. Interesting. Why they're getting so popular? Because they say what people want to hear, and so they have to feel something to feel morally superior about. Okay. Hey King, love what you do. Thanks, Annie. I appreciate it. Sensationalism sells? Definitely does. 100% it does. Okay, so I think it's interesting hearing what you guys all think, but let's move on from this. A topic that I have been thinking a lot about, and again, this is something that I'm kind of curious to hear what you guys think in the comment section. So I have obviously gained quite a big following because of my weight loss, right? And I have seen so many people try and do the same thing, right? Try and become weight loss influencers, try and become people that are like that are they want to gain a following because of their weight loss, and because, you know, whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about. And at the same time, though, I have seen so many people that try and do that end up failing, right? Because you end up, I don't know, this is my opinion, so this is where I would love to hear, like, what you guys think. So I'm kind of curious, like, why do you think so many people that are weight loss influencers, or, you know, people that have gained a following because they lost weight, like, why do you guys think so many of them end up gaining their weight back? Now, the reason I think it becomes an issue is because it's like one of those things where it's good to have a support group. It's good to have so many people that are there to like help you, so many people that are there to support you when you're struggling or whatever. But at the same time, like, once you become a little bit successful, and once you become a little bit, like, known or whatever, you become, like, people expect it from you, right? And you end up, like, struggling with feeling like, especially, like, I think everything gets magnified. So all the good gets magnified, as far as, like, people are super happy for you if you lose weight. You have all these people that are like, hey, keep up the good work, like, keep killing it, I'm super proud of you, and all that stuff. But then, say if you end up like gaining some weight back or something like that, you have the opposite of a lot of people that are quick to be like, you're gaining some weight, like, you are like, all that stuff, right? And so it ends up becoming like this weird, it can become this weird situation for people where they feel disconnected from the following that they've built, because they're no longer feeling like they're like an inspiration, right? But I'm kind of curious to see what you guys think about that. Because they struggle to show how the diet changes over time. That's a good point, because long-term sustainable weight loss isn't sexy. Influencer culture is all about making things sexy. They gain it back because they need outside motivation. If you can't bring yourself to stick to something, no external influence will. I don't need a pat on my back after losing 70 pounds. Well, I'll pat you on the back. Congratulations. We also have the highest obesity rate in America because we live around poor areas, and we can only consume cheap food. They're results driven. They don't have an actual appreciation or enjoyment of fitness. That's a great point. So I think that that's definitely a problem. A lot of people, because I'm sure you guys know how this is. You get super excited about something and you're really into it and you're like super into it, but then eventually that kind of dies off. But say if you got really into something and super into it, and then you gain a huge following, and now all of a sudden you're not into that thing as much anymore, and now these people are mad that you're not into it, and it like that would be hard, like that would be super duper hard. So I'm going to be honest. Sorry. I'm going to be honest. The reason that I brought this up is because in my Discord, if you haven't gone to the Discord, we'll throw a link in there for you guys to go in. So, and I don't want this to feel like I am attacking someone at all, because I think this person that people are bringing up, I'm sure she's a great person, and she's been in the live streams. If she's in here right now, I apologize. I hope you don't think that I'm trying to talk crap about you. I'm just being honest with my feelings here. Okay? So a lot of people have been bringing up this girl or this woman that is making videos on YouTube right now documenting her weight loss, and her name is Beatrice Caruso. Now, I personally am super excited. I haven't actually watched a full video. I think we can go over a video if you guys want to do that. But I am very excited for her to be doing this. I'm really happy for her. But I worry because when you end up gaining, like, she's gained a huge following. Her videos get tons of views. But I just hope that stays good. That is my worry. Okay? And so I struggle, and I think so. I think the reason that I struggle so much is because it's happened in the past where I have shouted someone out a few times, or like talked to them a few times, and then they end up, they get this following from me or whatever, and obviously from their own stuff. But I think that I just worry because I've seen people get eaten alive from their followings after, maybe they're not losing weight anymore, or maybe they gain some weight back. Hey, we got a super chat. I think when health and fitness becomes the focus, it's hard to not become obsessed. The pressure to be fitter and healthier always probably becomes overwhelming. Yeah, like I worry. I've thought a lot about, like, what would it be like if I really do genuinely feel lucky because of the fact that I genuinely love fitness and I genuinely love doing what I'm doing. And so I don't have any fear from that at all, right? And I worry that other people might not be in that situation. Well, you just made a metaphor, eaten alive by their followers when they gain weight. I don't know. Do you guys think I'm being ridiculous by, like, having that worry? Like, do you genuinely think that I'm being over the top because I worry about that? Like, I'm just kind of curious to hear what you guys think. It shows how much of a caring person you are. It's a lot of stress to be under the microscope like that. Yeah. It genuinely, like, the reason I think that I worry so much is because I know that, I've seen it destroy so many people. And so I don't like seeing it. I don't like seeing that happen to others. I don't want that to happen to others. And so, yeah. Like, what's the risk of it? Their followers not following them and them having a mental breakdown? Is this a concern? It's more than... I would say it's more than just their followers not following. Their followers not following them. It's more you end up getting, like, attacked, and people get very mean because I think they see you as... They look up to you. They put you on a pedestal, which I don't think is right. And that's why I always say, like, I'm just a freaking normal person and hopefully these live streams are showing that, like, I'm a normal person. Like, I wanted to come into this stream and genuinely, like just share my thoughts and, like, not sit here and be like, this is what I think about this and you should listen to me and I have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. I genuinely just am learning every day as well, right? And so it's not just, people are being like, are unfollowing. Like, that's really that would probably be the least of my concerns. It's because people become very mean. And then it's on top of everything. It's just the mental aspect of being like, these people aren't, like, I can't post anymore. And you feel like you have this platform that you can't even use because you don't feel worthy enough to use it, and so I think that that's a big part of it. The fact that you're self-aware is what people will see that you're not one of those over-the-top people. Most of the times people don't know when to stop being mean or apologize. Oh. What percent of popular YouTubers develop mental health issues, would you guess? I think it's pretty high. I would say it's probably, and I mean, you don't even have to be that popular, but I would say it's pretty high. Oh, Fit Fatty, thank you so much for the super chat. People can be cruel. Thanks for being one of the good ones. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. They mean so much. Okay, I wanted to tell you guys more about the the membership thing, because I'm genuinely super excited, and I already commissioned someone to make emotes, and she did such a great job. I don't want to show them to you yet because she hasn't sent me the files. Sorry, I'm just looking on my phone because we've been messaging on Twitter. But I'm really, really excited about it. Genuinely, one thing about these live streams that I've really been liking is that it's building a community as well as the Discord, right? It's building a community of people that are like-minded, and I feel like we're all together. And so that's why the whole membership thing, yes, it helps me financially, which I appreciate. I appreciate all the super chats. I'm not doing this just so I can make a bunch of money, but obviously, if I'm sitting here for hours, I appreciate that you guys are willing to help me out financially. Obviously that means more than I can explain. But with with the memberships and stuff, I feel like it's going to foster a stronger community of people that are like-minded, and I don't know, I'm just really excited about it. It's been something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, and so I really hope that when once it comes out, I hope you guys are at least willing to look at it and see what some of the offers are and stuff like that, because I really think that it could be cool is all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to be a shill or anything like that. I'm just really excited about it. You don't listen to Disney while working out. How are we like-minded? Come on, I'm divided on the Disney workout songs. The main song I'll listen to from Disney is the Make a Man Out of You by Mulan. That is my favorite song of all time. What membership? It hasn't been released yet, and cause I am I'm I get overly excited about stuff. This is a problem of mine. I'm very much so not patient at all, and so when I do something, I just get really excited about it, and I just want it to happen as soon as possible. And so obviously this is it's not even live yet, but I'm just excited. In the future, I want to do that. John, you shill. Yeah, I will go the distance is good too, for sure. Your Discord is really wholesome. I joined Saturday and already love it. Awesome. I've never posted, but I wanted to say thank you because you helped me lose 37 pounds since January. I'm now in the overweight BMI and not obese. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Congratulations, Fallen Tree Sloth. You are like Hercules. Thank you. I appreciate it. I know you're just kidding. Okay, so let's do this. Nothing wrong with making a bunch of money. Well then, come on, you guys, super chat. Let's go. I need some money. I'm just kidding. Okay, let's watch this video. I don't even know which one we should watch, so I should probably click on it and find out. Alrighty. What do you think about microblading for loose skin? I have never tried it, so I really couldn't tell you. Are there any let's see. Are there any videos that you guys would recommend? Okay, let's do this one. Does the whole amount of the super chat go to you? I think Google takes I don't know exactly. I know they take a little bit, but I don't think they take that much. So it really is helpful. So if you want a super chat, Okay, so this video, hopefully this works. I have not seen this video. at all. So I don't know what's, hey, thanks Pedro for the super chat. After losing the first amount that went off easier, how did you adjust your diet and lifestyle on the second phase of your journey, where it gets harder the closer you get to your goals? Oh, that's a great question. Thanks, Fallen Tree Sloth. I appreciate it. Okay, so that's actually, okay, before we go into Beatrice's video, I want to answer this because I think this is a question that I get quite a bit. So after losing the first amount of weight, the first amount that went off easier, so I'm assuming you're kind of talking about losing like, my initial weight, right? When I lost like my first chunk of weight. How did you adjust your diet and lifestyle on the second phase of your journey where it gets harder the closer you get to your goals? So something that I like to talk about is, the bigger you are, the easier it is to lose weight, right? And so like the bigger you are, like if you have 200 pounds to lose, the first 100 pounds is going to be easier to lose than the second 100 pounds, right? I would say that most of you guys would probably agree with that. I would hope at least, right? And so what I think a natural thing that happens, at least for me, what happened was I just kind of started learning more and more about nutrition and about like weight loss and stuff like that. And it made, I don't even really know how to explain it. Like for me, it was like a natural kind of progression. Like when I first started losing weight, I did what I called the common sense diet, right? You guys have heard that a billion times, but I started kind of like just learning a little bit more as I was losing weight. And for me, like once I got to the point, because I got to a really low point too, and you guys have heard me talk about this. I got to a really low point too, where I was like, struggling with binge eating and feeling like I'm never going to be able to keep this weight off. And I'd say like, I think that point where I got that low point or that point where I was struggling, that is very normal. And the reason I talk about it so much, and it doesn't make me look good, right? Like that, talking about the fact that I was eating way under my calories, struggling with binge eating, that doesn't make me look good as, a person that's trying to motivate people to lose weight and be a fitness professional. But like, I don't do this because I'm trying to look good. I do this because I'm trying to help people, right? And so when I was at that point, I remembered feeling like I am not going to be able to keep this weight off. Like I genuinely remember feeling that way when I was struggling with binge eating. And so I think for me, like just naturally, I kind of started adding in a little bit more calories. And for me, that's what really helped. And then like, I think a big part of it for me that really made me feel like that switched when it was, okay, I'm no longer afraid of gaining the weight back, right? Because I think that's really what people want, right? You want to get to the point where, like, okay, I'm curious. For the people in chat that have lost weight or are currently losing weight, are you afraid of gaining weight back? Like, let me know. Let me know if you guys feel that way. Are you afraid of gaining your weight back? Is that a fear that you have? Sorry, it's a little bit of a lag. Okay. All right, so I'm seeing some yeses. Okay, so the reason, and there's a couple no's, which is good. Like that means that you're in a good place. But I think as you guys are seeing, the majority of people genuinely feel afraid, and I think a lot of you guys are probably really looking forward to the point where you are no longer afraid of that, right? And so I think for me, the thing that helped me get to a point where I was now no longer afraid of gaining the weight back was, like, honestly, just I increased my activity. And I know that this might sound like I'm not sitting here trying to like promote CrossFit. Everyone has to do CrossFit, but like finding exercise and fitness that really, like, I don't know how to explain it, but like it lit a fire in my soul, like doing CrossFit and just like finding other activities that I enjoyed, because I think for me it shifted what my it shifted, because for a long time, geez, I'm sorry, I'm going off on this super chat question. For a long time, so okay, that's what it is. Sorry, it's like hard. I'm still trying to get good at live streaming, because I'll have a thought in my head, and then I'll look at the chat, and then I'll read something, and then I completely lose my train of thought. But okay, that's what I was thinking. I genuinely, for a long time, my identity was wrapped up in I'm the guy that lost weight, right? Like, it was wrapped up in you are the dude that is losing weight. You are the guy that has lost weight. You're the guy that people see that has lost weight. Now, genuinely, obviously I understand that that's part of who I am, but my identity now is wrapped up in I'm the guy that likes to do, ran a marathon last year. I'm the guy that does like CrossFit or whatever. I'm the guy that, is training for a triathlon right now. Like, my identity has shifted, and I can't say that there was this one moment where I realized it, but that if I really think back as to why I'm no longer afraid of gaining the weight back, it's because I genuinely had a shift in my identity. And I think that that's a huge reason why I no longer feel like I am going to gain the weight back. Because if someone were to ask me, like that question that I asked you guys, which is really fun asking you guys questions and seeing the chat just like fill up with a bunch of people. It's almost like you have ADD. I do have ADD. That probably is what it is. But I'm sure, like, if someone asked me that question, are you afraid of gaining the weight back? My answer is an easy no. Like, there is no fear from me of ever gaining my weight back. And I know that a lot of you guys are wanting to get there, and that's my goal. I want to help people get to that point, right? You guys know that I tweeted that tweet out like a week ago where it was like, I'm not trying to help you lose weight. I'm trying to help you keep it off. That's what I care about. And so that's why I make these videos. That's why, these live streams have been really fun. But yeah, so. Okay, sorry. But yeah, if you guys want me to answer your question and take 15 minutes answering your question, just leave a super chat and I'll go on a 20-minute tangent. Okay, let's watch one of these videos. Okay, so I'm thinking we will watch this video, which is titled... Oh, can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear this ad?
Of daily deals on stuff like this.
Hi, book club.
Let me know if you
look
can
really
hear it.
great.
How do you...
So this video is called... I did the Fitness Marshall workouts for 21 days, realistic results before and after weight loss. Okay, cool. You guys can hear it. Great. I just wanted to make sure it was working. So one thing I do want to say with Beatrice, I think it's awesome that she has such a huge community. Like, look how many freaking video views this has. Over 300,000 views. That's way more than my videos get. So that's awesome. Very, very happy for her. But let's see what this video is like. Again, I've never watched one of her videos before, but let's see what it's like.
Did you think it was Mickey Mouse, girl? No, it's just me.
Okay.
Hey everybody, it's B. If you didn't know,
Hi,
I'm
B.
on a journey to lose 100 pounds. You know what the video is. You clicked on it. It's the dance challenge. I've been plugging it for weeks. There was a whole voting situation. There was a tie.
I think the Fitness Marshall is like a dance. Is it like a dancing thing? I think it's like a dancing workout. I've seen other people do it. I know that Lexi, Fat Girl Fed Up, like she's posted about him a lot of times.
My fate was ultimately decided by little bits of paper in a Tina Belcher mug. It's been a long road to get here, but here we are. The rules of the challenge are really simple. All you have to do for 30 minutes a day for 21 days straight is dance. Now, this could be any kind of dance that you want to do. Personally, I'm going to be doing the Fitness Marshall here on YouTube. I just love his energy. He's like sassy, he's fun. There's a lot of like these movements in his routines, which I personally like. Your girl likes to pop, lock, and drop it.
Bro, I would. This is. But shout out to her, because I would absolutely never do this. Your boy cannot dance. If you guys have seen my TikTok, I did one TikTok where I tried to do literally. It was genuinely the most simple dance ever, okay? And it took me literally 30 minutes to film the video. Like, I could not believe how I was genuinely frustrated at how bad I am at dancing, because I play drums. Like, I play drums. I have rhythm. At least I believe I have rhythm. But for some reason, when it comes to like moving my body, I can't figure it out. And I was genuinely like, who gets that frustrated over a freaking TikTok? Like, I was genuinely mad to where I was having a bad day because of how bad I was at dancing. Sorry. Okay, we'll keep going.
Absolutely loved to dance. On my tombstone, I want to say Beatrice Caruso loved to dance. I'm usually like...
And then mine will be right next to her, and it would say John Glod hates to dance.
Wallflower, but girl, if a bop comes on, I gotta dance.
I will say, when I am driving my car, you guys, I sing so loud. I'm sorry if I'm yelling, because these headphones are like noise canceling, and I can't hear my voice in them, and so I just, I have to project so I can hear my own voice. But like when I, when I am driving, I am screaming the lyrics of the songs, literally as loud as I can. It gets me hyped. Like if I'm coming to the gym, I'm listening to music. Okay, sorry.
I gotta do it. But let's just be clear. I'm not good at it. I try, and it's very apparent that I'm trying hard.
Same.
At this point in time, it is currently the day before the challenge starts. However, it has been brought to my attention that I have hoes in different area codes. Don't be offended by that. I just like the rhyme. I'm not calling you a hoe. You are a lovely person, and you deserve the world, and you are a goddess. I just really, the rhyme is, don't come for me. But someone brought it to my attention that because they live on the opposite side of the world than me, their start date starts a day early. So I'm trying to be considerate and make sure that my playlists are up for those people as well. Trying not to only think about myself. Yeah. And I realized that as...
Javier, thank you so much. Wow. Holy crap. Wow, thanks, man. Your video helped me lose 180 pounds and live the best 2 years of my life. After I got sick, I gained it back, sadly. Dang. But still, I am trying to lose weight again, and the streams really help a lot. YouTube channel is Joseph's Journey. Well, man, congrats on the weight loss. Obviously, I know it sucks that you gained it back. I'm kind of curious as to, like, when you say you got sick, how did you... What... Like, how did you get sick? I'm kind of curious as to what that is exactly. Okay, sorry. ADD.
This video is going up. The challenge for me will be over. But if you want to start the challenge, I'm going to leave all the playlists that I'm currently making right now up. If you wanted to be doing the same exact workouts that I'm doing, they can be found on the playlist tab of my channel. So I was very excited about this challenge. I'm also very aware that this is the internet. And I'm very aware that I am an embarrassing person.
Same. 100%. Yeah, Javier, if it's too personal, obviously you don't have to share it. I should have said that earlier. I apologize.
And it just so happens that the internet goes by a rule of like no takesies backsies. So like whatever I put out is gonna be like forever, you know, but no big deal. It's fine. I'm sure it's not gonna be that bad. People have done worse.
Squirrel.
Way worse. I'm not gonna name names, but you know examples. You know. So if I haven't offended you enough by calling you hoes, let's offend your eyes with some dance moves. Editing magic. Next day, it's day one now.
Oh, no. All right. I can get down with this. This is about what I looked like when I was trying to do my TikTok. It was about this bad. I'm just waiting for her to come in and to get in on the live stream, and then we can talk. I like the mismatching socks. It's very good. That's a +5 for sure.
It's pretty early in the morning. That's why I look like a Tim Burton character right now. But we're gonna go ahead and just get day 2 out of the way. Otherwise, I'm gonna be putting it off all day. Because I know I am. Because I'm a procrastinator. So here we go.
Oh my god. Can we talk about how she has just this whole room to dance in, I guess? I'm pretty jealous, I'm not gonna lie. Oh no.
Did you think it was Mickey Mouse, girl? No, it's just me. Oh, it's day 3, y'all.
You are a wild cowgirl.
Oh my word. Yo, for real, like, I feel like I'm pretty secure in who I am, you know? Like, I walk around and I post pictures of my terry fold loose skin, and I really don't mind that, but for real, like, I don't think I would be able to do this. So shout out to her. Javier shared, let's see, where's it at? Mental sickness symptoms, psychosis, and I don't know what that word is, I'm not gonna lie, so I apologize. They don't know from what, but had to live in a mental health place and ended up breaking my neck. Jesus. 6 months later, they found the right meds. Well, geez, I'm not gonna act like I understand what that's like, but I'm glad that you are feeling better, man. And if you need any help, just let me know. Michael, I'm not dancing. It's not happening, and you cannot force me unless you give me enough money in the super chat. Okay, let's keep going. I like that shirt.
My back hurts because I slept really bad.
Story of my life. Some days I just wake up and like, how does that hurt? How did that start hurting?
I don't know if I've been pop locking and dropping it a little bit too hard, or I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I would say you have been. I mean, let's go back here. I would say you've been pop locking and dropping pretty hard there.
Procrastinator.
You know.
Here we go.
No, but seriously, that is actually a really important point that a lot of people struggle with, is like, you get super excited about a new routine and you end up either hurting yourself or just like overexerting yourself. And so 100%, like, that's actually a genuine like fear and concern that you should probably be worried about when you are going to start like a workout routine.
It's because I slept really bad. I don't know if I've been pop locking and dropping it a little bit too hard, or I'm pretty sure I just slept really bad because I woke up in a really awkward position. I'm a stomach and side sleeper because if I sleep on my back, my sleep paralysis demons get me.
This might be TMI, but it's the truth. Sometimes I'll wake up, and so I eat a lot of food before I go to sleep, right? Like, I eat a lot of food. And sometimes I eat too much food, and sometimes the food that I do eat has a good amount of fiber in it, or just like volume in general, so it sits in my stomach a lot. And sometimes, you get like really bad gas, at night. And I'm sure like I let my gas out quite a bit when I'm sleeping, I don't know. But sometimes I will have like so much gas that is genuinely painful. Like yesterday morning, I tried to get up from the bed, and literally I had so much gas I couldn't stand up straight. Like, I literally had like a sharp pain in my side. This has happened a few times. It's kind of embarrassing, but whatever. We're all friends here. It happened so hard that I literally like couldn't. I literally couldn't stand up straight, and I thought about just laying in my bed until it went away. But I ended up like once I finally forced myself to stand up straight, I was okay, and then I was able to relieve myself. But yeah, okay. Sorry about that. How much super chat would it take for you to dance for 5 minutes? 5 minutes? Shoot, man, I'd say $100 a minute for that one. All right, let's keep watching our video.
I'm scared to do all the crumping with my back thing, but I got this foam roller, so I think I'm gonna give that a
God.
go.
We demand that dance video, John Torkett. Oh, I don't like this. I hate that the most I've ever made in a super chat is someone asking me to twerk for it, and now I feel like I'm some sort of. I shouldn't have said that. I didn't think people would actually take me seriously. Dancing is my fave cardio. I wonder if I can just like, if I just keep talking, you guys forget. And see, the thing is that if I do it, people are gonna like think I'm some weird like reverse sexism is real today. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I have to, right? Can you guys tell that I'm disappointed right now? All right, well, here we go. Here goes nothing. Here, let me. I'm not dancing for 5 minutes, okay? I'm just gonna do a little bit of twerk action for you guys, okay? Gosh. No one record this. All right, here we go. There we go. Look at that. Got some twerk action. Bam. Jeez. All right. Pull up Fitness Marshall to help. I've done enough, okay? Jeez. Hey, you can't say I'm a liar. All right? You can't say I'm a liar. All right, let's go back to this video, okay?
Roll around on it and see if I could get my back to relax.
John, you would never survive as a stripper. Okay, but like for real, a lot of times when... Hey, thanks Monica. Thanks for not asking me to dance anymore. I appreciate it. Thanks for the super chat and not forcing me to objectify myself. Yes. But for real, so a lot of times people will think they need to like roll out their back, or am I? Oh, I'm not recording. I wasn't recording the screen. A lot of time, I specifically said a video, not a live stream. Oh, come on! People recorded it, okay? And now it's a video, I'm sure. So, come on, man. Give me a break here. I don't want to be canceled because of my dance moves, all right? But for real. So a lot of people will roll out their back like this. They'll roll out like their upper back and their lower back because their back hurts. But a lot of times what actually is going on, at least for me, is my hips are actually really tight. So if you feel like your back is really tight, like your lower back is genuinely like hurting and like you feel like you have pain in your lower back, what you might want to consider doing is either stretching out your hip flexors, or see how she's using a foam roller. With the corner of the foam roller, go in the, like, basically here, let's go in this part of your, like, where basically where your leg meets your hip, and it actually will help a lot. So, just a tip there for you guys. Okay, let's continue watching this video.
Oh, wait. This is good. I don't know if I'm doing this right, so don't do what I do.
Got to keep them hips right. Thanks, Fallen Tree Sloth, for the 5 pounds. I think those are pounds. I appreciate it. Stretch those psoas muscles. Yeah, so it's your psoas. I'm sorry, man. I swear, I get live stream brain. I think that's a thing where it's like I cannot remember things that I know about. That deserves some extra money. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate it. But like you, I lost 70 pounds, but I need to lose the last 10. I have learned to love lifting and moderate cardio with the last 10. Won't shift. Any tips? So with that, honestly, like, I would just, and it sounds like kind of lame, but I would say just be patient and understand, like, the last 10 pounds are going to be the hardest for everyone. And so you might have to either, I don't like to say, oh, you should lower your calories, because I don't want people eating like no calories to lose the last 10 pounds. But I would say, like, what I have learned for myself, something that helps me a lot is if there is, I mean, I haven't tried to lose weight in a long time, but one thing that I've, with other people that have helped, is just trying to increase your activity throughout the day. So that might be going on a little bit of a longer walk, maybe just going on a walk in general if you're not doing that, but just like upping your activity in different kind of like innocuous areas in your life. That might be like that might be a really good plan, so you're not over restricting. Okay. Just because you dance. Thank you, Nicole. I'm not sure if I already said thank you to that. John walking away from this live stream with money bags just for a little booty shake. Hey, man. Seriously. This is like, I think this is the most super chats I've had in a live stream. I'm just gonna start doing dance live streams, and then we'll be good. Okay, let's go. Thanks, Miguel. I appreciate it. Just because you humored us, I can't dance either. Are the last 10 pounds hard to lose because we are psychologically anxious to get to our goal, or that's a really great question. Like, genuinely, that's a very interesting question. I would say it's a little bit of both. I think that, oh no, she's here. Beatrice is here. Everyone run away. Go away. I wasn't doing anything. What are you talking about? I was just filming myself. I was just, hey, what's up, Beatrice? I'm just chilling, No big deal, just chilling. We weren't dancing. I wasn't dancing or anything. I was just like hanging out with everybody, doing a live stream, and I don't know. For some reason, like, this video popped up. I don't really know what this video is. It just like came on or something like that. I don't know. It's weird. But like, I'm just here talking about weight loss, and I was helping Christy. She's talking about the different, like, how the last 10 pounds are. You know how it is. So, like, it was nothing. It's no big deal. We were just like hanging out. It's no big deal. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. You were dancing. Maybe I was dancing. I don't know. I don't think anyone recorded it or anything, so you can't find it or anything like that. So we're just hanging out. It's no big deal. I was telling everyone to subscribe to you. That's what I was doing. I was like, hey guys, look at this cool video. You should go subscribe to Beatrice. Like, it's super cool and stuff. So that's what I was saying, really, is what I was doing. So I wasn't doing anything. This live stream has been wild. This has been a fun time. That's what I get for being tardy to the party. Yeah, well, okay, but for real, I'm kind of curious. Man, Beatrice, am I saying your name? I hope I'm saying it right. I would feel really bad if I was saying it wrong. I'm going to put you on the spot right now. Would you guys be interested if me and B, I'll just say that so I'm not saying it wrong, if we did like I kind of want to do, so this is something that I genuinely want to do. I'm not lying. You're saying it right. Okay, cool. So Beatrice, this is something that I want to do. I think it would be really fun to do, like, I don't even want to say interviews, because like interviews makes it seem like it's more, like, I don't want it to seem like it's super official. I just would love to have, like, conversations. You prefer B? Okay, cool, perfect. So I think it would be cool to just, like, have a conversation on a live stream. Not where it's like, oh, tell me about this thing. Okay, now tell me about this thing. But instead, like, have a conversation, because I'm not sure, like, on the live streams, obviously, I talk a lot about just, like, different things and things that are kind of going on. But I think it would be fun to... dance off. No, I don't want to do that. But I think it would be interesting to just like talk, and I don't know. I'm kind of calling you out right here. I apologize if that's not something you want to do. You can just say no, I promise. Everyone will be fine with it. Dance. Yes, conversations. The word interview immediately makes me nervous. Well, okay, B. So, can someone... I know you probably don't have Discord, but I feel like that's the easiest way for us to have, like, a conversation. Oh, I'm gonna need to change my my battery soon on my camera. But you should both do a fitness Marshall vid together. But if you want to go join my Discord, because then we can have like a conversation in the Discord, and I feel like that's the easiest thing to do instead of like setting up a Skype call. Or we could do that. Shoot, if you're free right now and you want to set up a Zoom call, I'd be down to try. But I'm gonna go change this battery because it's dying. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so let's see. Did I miss it? I've been training for this. Sorry, I had to change the battery. Jeez. You guys are welcome. I saved the day. See you later. These are 10-pound plates behind me, for those that are wondering. But did she leave? Did she run away? It's okay. You need to do a meet and help. My new webcam is supposed to come in tomorrow. We could honestly, well, I mean, obviously we could, like, video is always best, but if you just want to like talk and you don't want to be on camera, that's totally fine too. You don't have to do it right now. I'm not trying to force you at all, but I'm just saying if you want to, we could, and I think it would be fun. But best dancing YouTuber. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure we get all... I see the messages. Tomorrow is my birthday. I think this live stream made my day. Well, I'm glad that you're having a good time. I genuinely really enjoy these live streams quite a bit. Okay, well, these plates are from Fringe Sport. Okay, as she's ever waiting for her to answer, is there... I'm kind of curious, would any of you guys be interested in like a because I really want to set up the membership thing on my channel. I'm just kind of curious because I think the what I have set is like a $1.99 option monthly, right? And a $9.99 option monthly, and then a $24.99 option monthly. So the $24.99 one, you'd get a shout out at the end of my videos, and then you'll get everything else that's in all of the other ones. And then the $9.99 one, I think is like I forget what I set up. I think it's like behind the scenes videos or something like that. And then the $1.99 one is you get like special emotes, I think, on the chat, and then you'll also get access to live streams twice a month. I'll do like live streams just for people that are part of the membership. So I'm just kind of curious if anyone is interested in that, because I think that it could be really cool. But yeah, John, weren't you once known as the king of Dance Dance Revolution? Man. So Neon Knight knows a lot about me. So shout out to one of the mods up in here. So yeah, I used to play DDR every single day, and I actually played on the highest level. Like I could play on literally the hardest level of DDR, and that was pretty good. So it was pretty cool. Definitely interested in membership. Okay, cool. Because I've been trying to set it up, and I have like emotes made that I just got sent to me that I'm really excited about sharing them. You know what? Let me see. Let me see if I can if I can get them on screen to show you guys, because I think they're pretty cool. Okay, 1 second. I just need to find this. She sent it to me on Twitter. And the person that made the emotes for the for me, actually, she's part of the community. Like, she follows the Discord and stuff, which I think is pretty cool. B said her phone is super laggy. Ah, okay. All right, that makes sense. Totally get it. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, so here, let's share this. So these are going to be the emotes. The quality isn't the best here because this is just online, but I'm really excited about this, and I think that it could be super cool. So this is what they look like. Okay, you guys ready? All right. So this one right here, this is like, I was thinking about like, what is the face I make in all of my thumbnails, right? And so that's this face right here. So the face that I make in all of my thumbnails. There we go. And the next one is Big Chungus. Obviously, we have to have Big Chungus in the Chungus chat, right? And then we have calorie deficit because, of course, right? You know, calorie deficit's important. And then the next one is Let's Get This Bread, right? So we got Let's Get This Bread, and then it has like bread as the title, and or bread looks like bread. And then Look How Buff I Am, and then it looks like the word buff is like buff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those are the emotes. Hopefully, hopefully it'll all work out, and I'll be able to get it on there. I've never done this before, so I'm still kind of figuring everything out as I'm doing it right now. But I'm really excited. So I'm really happy with how it turned out, and shout out to Rach, who is the person that helped me make them. And yeah, she did it super fast. It was like I literally started talking to her last night, and we were able to get these. We were able to get them done already. So I'm super excited about that. But yeah, so I don't know if B is able to. I haven't seen. What's the Discord? Okay, so. Let's see. Very descriptive words you're using, John. Sorry, it's like I get nervous. Okay, leave me alone. Dance off. This is the craziest. This is the craziest live stream ever. Sorry, I'm just checking the Discord to see. Wow, a lot of you guys joined. Thanks for joining, you guys. In case you're not already part of the community, thanks, Jessica. Can we say thank you to all of the mods? You guys have been doing a great job. I'm super thankful for you guys. Like, I think our community is super awesome. How long have I been streaming? I feel like I've been streaming for a while. John, will you twerk for Super Chat? Well, if you were here earlier, I already did that, so obviously my standards aren't very high. Most entertaining live stream. I'm having a lot of fun, for real. Okay, so it looks like Beatrice is in here. So let's see. Alright, so let's see if we can make this work. So Beatrice, if you are listening and you can hear me, can you just go into one of the voice channels, and I'll drag you into the interview channel, and then we can talk there. I just want to see if it'll work. So Beatrice, if you're listening, can you go into group 1 of the voice channel so we can talk, if you can hear me? Sorry guys, I know this is not the we're trying to make it work. I think that it could be really cool. Guess I'll have to watch the replay. Hey, don't hate on my twerking, Trev, alright? I'm not a professional twerkist. You missed the best twerk that's ever happened on YouTube. All right, I almost got deleted from the whole channel because of how explicit it was. Thank you, John and Beatrice, for not being too serious. Yeah, man, that's what it's all about. Just saying, John, practice makes perfect. Stop trying to make me twerk. Leave me alone. Mm-hmm. Did B leave? I think she's trying to figure out the Discord. I'm not sure if she's ever used it before, which is fine. We're proud of you, A for effort. Well, thank you. Someone should turn his dance into a GIF. Please do not do that. Why don't you keep the live streams up? That's a good question. I still don't know exactly what I want to do. Like, I've been the reason I'm not sure if I want to keep them up is just because like I've been doing them so much. And so I don't want to like keep uploading, and then like I feel like people would just get kind of annoyed, and so that's why I've been putting them on. Not private, but on. I think it's private or unlisted, and then I've been posting them in Discord so people that are in the Discord can. I joined the Discord, but I don't know what it all means. So B, if you want to just click on group 1 in the under the voice channels, and then I can bring you into the interviews thing, and then we can talk there. Axel Cross, hi, you're a huge inspiration. You have helped me lose over 200 pounds. Dude, that is amazing. I need 80 more, and I would love to do an interview with you once you hit my goal. Homie, I would love to do an interview with you right now. You don't need to reach your goal to have an interview with me. I would love to have an interview with you regardless of if you've met your goal or not. 100%. If you want to do it, we can set it up and we'll do it and we can talk and the live stream can be here and we can all hang out. She might have been struck by the roost, but I gave her the verified. Thanks, Emily. Emily's one of the mods in the Discord. Thanks everyone for hanging out while we're dealing with some technical difficulties. I feel like the live streams have been getting better as far as technical difficulties are concerned. Shout out to B for actually trying anyways, right? Like this is obviously probably like some random person just like calling her, like watching her videos on live stream. I couldn't, like, with knowing that she was here, I couldn't continue to watch the video. I felt too weird. To everyone joking about, no, you can, hey, I appreciate it, but I'm joking. I know that I would do, I knew that I would, if I did it, of course, there's a chance of it getting saved. I am totally fine with it. R. Marsh, John, I'd like to thank you for bringing something to the fitness community that is lacking professionalism. I mean, if we take away the dancing, then yes, I agree. You genuinely love fitness. You don't gimmick, and it's so refreshing. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I think I need to get on from my laptop. Well, if you want to do that, B, like if you don't mind, I would love to do that. It would definitely be much easier to use if you're on your laptop. But yeah, I would, like, I genuinely do love fitness. Like, there's no, for me, like, fitness is something that I genuinely love. There is no, like, I don't do this because I'm like, oh, I can make money by liking fitness. It's like, I just genuinely like fitness, you know? Yes, excellent. I'm kind of honestly excited to see how the GIF looks. I'd love to do an interview with you as well in the future if possible. I used to be almost 200 pounds at my heaviest, and in the last 3 years, I've gotten in the best shape of my life. Yeah, so I think one thing that I think would be fun to do is almost like do like a viewer call-in kind of thing, right? Where we, I'll set it up in the Discord, and I know I have the best mods in the world, but set it up in the Discord where there is basically a place where you can go and ask to be interviewed, and then we can kind of like talk to you. I can talk to you and see if it would make sense. And I think that could be really cool. But yeah, I definitely want to do that. That's definitely something that I want to do because again, it's like I want to talk to you guys. That's why I'm doing this, you know. B said she is getting on her laptop. Awesome. Dope. I think like the one thing when I first started live streaming, I think I was I would get too worried about it being perfect the whole time, and like something like this happening, I would be like, oh my gosh, everything's going wrong, and people are getting annoyed that this isn't going as fast as it should. But now I'm realizing, and because I actually have been watching more people that do live streams, is it's okay if things go a little slow. Because like when I'm watching someone do a live stream, I'm not like, I'm just kind of listening and just chilling, you know? Yeah. Do you still eat dairy? No, for the most part, I don't really eat dairy very much anymore. If I do, I take a Lactaid, which is just like a pill that helps it so I don't poop my brains out, to be honest. And so yeah. Beat the crowd, save the clip, and upload it to your IG. Get those likes. Let's do it, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to have my twerking. Yeah, we just like to hang out. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's like. Like, I realize that it's not like it has to be this perfect show at all times. It can just be like a chill, you know, a chill time, like hang out, you know. Chill. Super chill, dude. Yeah. What dairy do you knowingly eat? So the dairy that I knowingly eat that I'll be like, okay, I know I'm going to have dairy is, hey, so Beatrice needs help. So can one of the mods in the Discord message Beatrice and kind of let her know like how to get into the voice channel so I can bring her into the interviews channel? If one of the mods can do that, that'd be great. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. So the only dairy that I'll knowingly kind of put in or like eat is usually like a protein powder, and so if I do that, I'll have like a Lactaid before I have that. But because normally I'll like mix it with yogurt, and it's like a dairy-free yogurt, and then I'll dip like rice cakes in that, and I have that every once in a while. But sometimes if I don't feel like using like a whey protein, like a dairy-based protein, BPN has vegan options too, and so they have a chocolate and a peanut butter cookie, and so yeah. Wow, I literally binged Beatrice's videos over the weekend. That's cool. I'm going to try making my own almond milk. Ooh. What's your current weight at? I weigh like 210 pounds. Bum, bum. Dude, you are so nice, always smiling and polite. Well, thank you so much. Do you still use G Fuel? No, I do not. John, what live streams do you watch? Oh, that's a great question. So I enjoy watching like political live streams. I'm not I probably shouldn't have said that. But there's a guy, his name is Vosh, and he like does like political commentary. He's like super left leaning. I would say I'm like in the middle. I'm still doing a lot of learning. For a long time, I like avoided politics a lot because honestly, I felt like I was too stupid to like understand them, and so I kind of like avoided politics a lot. But I think it is interesting I think it is interesting kind of learning about them at least. And yeah, so no, I think I think Beatrice is genuinely just trying to understand how to work Discord, because if you've never used it before, it's pretty intense. Yeah, she's just trying to, I think they're just trying to help her out. What's the key to get big arms and abdominals? Well, as far as abs are concerned, you just, eat in a caloric deficit and get lean enough. And then as far as arms, just do some curls and get some big arms. No, but for me, genuinely, I think that like a big part of like the size of my arms and stuff is just genetics. Like I genetically have kind of big arms to start, like when I started working out. So it wasn't really like I didn't have to work very hard, I guess, to get like bigger arms. Obviously, I do a lot of stuff to make it. Sorry, I'm just replying to some people. I do a lot of curls and stuff like that, but it's not like I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, my arm workout is the only thing that will build arms. Like, I just genetically have pretty big arms as well as big freaking legs. My legs are so big. Yeah, Neon, they're helping her out. She's just, I think she just has to get set up a little bit. I benefit from fat guy calves. Yeah, same here. What's up, Jesus GFX? Did your stretch marks disappear when you lost weight? I never really had very bad stretch marks, like when I gained weight. Is Greg Doucette making a video about you? Not that I know of. So I never, like, my stretch marks are pretty light, so I never had any, like, dark stretch marks. I genetically have a big ego. Same. If you were to get loose skin surgery... Okay, here, I think I've set it up. So let's try this. Oh, she was there. Oh, there she is. Can you hear me? Oh, she left again. Let's see. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? I don't think she can hear me right now. Hello, can you hear me? What cereal is your fave to have post-workout? For me, I'm a Cinnamon Toast Crunch guy, for sure. Hello? Yeah, it's... I'm not hearing... If she's talking, I'm not... I think she's trying to set up her mic. Okay. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? I was obsessed with Trix. Man, I was a big soda drinker, for sure. I've never tried Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Oh my goodness, what the heck? How have you never tried Cinnamon Toast Crunch? The best. I don't do cereal, and it's never been my bag. Honestly, probably for the best. Let's be real here. Are there any good dairy-free alternative snacks for a newly diagnosed lactose intolerant? Oh, there's tons of stuff. Like, when I wasn't eating any dairy, I definitely found a lot of stuff. Honey Butt Cheerios. Do you use pre-workout, and if you do, what kind? Yeah, so I use shout out to BPN. I use Flight from BPN. If you wanna get get yourself a tub, you get 10% off using code O2B10. I think she's still trying to set up her mic, because I'm not hearing her at all if she's talking. Is diet soda okay? Well, it kind of depends on like what you're saying okay is. Like if you're just trying to lose weight and be in a caloric deficit, then yeah, it's totally fine. Everything in moderation is okay. Yep, that's right. Oh, she's not in the voice channel anymore. I'm not sure if this is working correctly today. What's up, boss? I'm down 70 pounds this year already from 300. That's awesome. Congratulations. I want some Krispy Kreme. I mean, Krispy Kreme is pretty good. Okay, let's see. Can you hear me? Yeah, I still can't hear her at all. Hey, please take everything Vosh says with a grain of salt. He can be very hypocritical. I mean, I would say anyone can be very hypocritical. I try and take everything, like, I try not to just listen to what people say and be like, okay, that's a fact. You know, I try and use my own reasoning and hear other points of view. But yeah, I mean, I can understand that for sure. Favorite kind of fish? Oh, I do not eat fish very much. Costco has packs of pre-cooked chicken strips that have saved my life this summer. Pre-cooked chicken, man, that's where it's at. I use that. It's frozen, but... Multivitamin preferences. Well, BPN. I'm sponsored by BPN, so I'm always going to say BPN, the strong multivitamins. If you take this, you will get much stronger right away. Ah! Did you guys see that? You guys saw that, didn't you? Oh no, how embarrassing. How embarrassing. Oh, I can hear. I heard something. I can hear you. I wonder if they can hear you. I think the mods might have done something. I wonder if they can hear you. Let's see if Let's see if they can hear you in the... No one saw that. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear? Let me know in the chat. No, we can't. Dang it! Why is that? Oh my gosh. Of course. I wonder if I... Let me see if I just unplug you. Let me see if I just unplug this. Can you hear me when I talk now? Will you do any content with Brian Turner again? Hello?
Hello?
Okay. They can probably hear you now because I unplugged my headphones and you're probably just going to be coming through my speaker. So it's probably not going to be the best quality, but we'll get it done.
Okay, thank you all the mods that helped me. That was rough.
There we go. Okay, they can hear you. Okay, great. Sweet. All right, and yes, I can see myself doing content with Brian again. Okay, so thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, no problem. I'm sorry it was chaotic.
Oh no, it made it. This was the most fun we've had, I think, on the live stream so far. So it was a good time. I knew that people.
Oh, nice.
I knew that. So I have in this Discord I have like a. In this Discord, I have like a part on that's called like reaction requests. So basically, it's like a place where people can send in like videos for me to react to, or I'm sure you've seen my videos where I'm like reacting to certain things, or you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And so there's been a couple people that have posted like your videos, and then I've just had like a lot of people in general just be like, oh, what do you think of this? What do you think of B? What do you think of B? And I was like, at first I was like, what are you guys talking about? Who is this? I have no idea what you're talking about. And then obviously I like checked out your channel. I was like, oh, okay. So it's someone that's like losing weight and posting videos and stuff. And so like, what was the thing that kind of like made you want to like post weight loss videos? Like, did you make stuff before this?
I had a channel like that was loosely dedicated to weight loss about 3 or 4 years ago. I just really like anything creative, so I really love video editing, and so I just kind of married the two things that I needed to do, like be creative and then also lose weight. So that's how it was born.
Yeah. So what, like, did you expect? So, because like your channel went like viral or whatever, or like you had a video that went viral, right?
Yeah.
What?
The Chloe Ting one.
So what? I genuinely curious. What I've heard so many. So I get so many requests of people being like, "What about this? What do you think about this person? What do you think about this? What do you think about this workout?" And a lot of people were asking me about that girl, Chloe Ting. What are her workouts like? Who is that? Because I genuinely have no idea.
So she does like a lot of body weight workouts. Like, to me, they remind me of a lot of like yoga, but also like Pilates. It's a lot of like toning using your body weight. A lot of planks, a whole lot of planks. But she does a lot of modifications, so that like if you're not at that level, you can pretty much figure out a way to do it.
Okay. Nice. So did you like doing it?
No.
Oh, okay. Really? Why didn't you like it?
Well, I don't know. Planks are difficult, and there's like constant planks. So every time she was like, "Okay, get in plank position," I was like, "Oh God."
Yeah.
Here we go again. So it's like the groaning of like trying to start working out, but like I felt really accomplished after I finished every day.
Yeah.
But it's never something that I was like looking forward to.
What like, so one thing that I was kind of talking about, and so this is like how when I brought up your video, because like we were watching your Fitness Marshall video on the stream, right? And I was kind of like, and then they made me twerk, and it was a whole thing. But
I missed that part.
Yeah, I'm sure
people. You have to do it again.
I'm sure people saved it, and like you'll be able to see it. But so something that is very interesting to me is
Wait, sorry.
Did it cut out?
Yeah, sorry, what was that?
I was saying something that's like super interesting to me is when people like myself, right? You gain a following because you've lost weight, right? Or like because you're losing weight, right? Like that's kind of like the following that you have now. So, would you agree with that, or would you disagree with that?
I'm sorry, what was that? It keeps like cutting out.
Does it?
So sorry.
Okay, let's. So when you like, I was talking about the fact of like when you gain a following because of when you lose weight or when you're trying to lose weight. Would you kind of say like your following is kind of based around that?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, like, because everybody's saying that they're in the same boat I'm in.
Yeah.
You know, like they're either trying to lose 100 pounds or close to it.
Mm-hmm. And so what does it ever kind of like not scare you, but do you ever get kind of like self-conscious or worried about the fact that that's kind of like what your following is based around?
You mean as far as like longevity on YouTube? Like
no, I mean not really that, because I feel like that can be, you can just like continue, you know, your journey and stuff like that, and like because obviously that's what I do now, right? Like I'm someone that lost weight a long time ago. Like I haven't worried about weight loss for years and years and years, but you know, but I would say more like the whole premise and like the whole way that I kind of framed this whole thing was because I have a lot of friends myself that especially when like Instagram first started was when like they had lost a lot of weight and they built an Instagram kind of around that, right? But then they like struggled with the fact that they were no longer losing weight, or they were struggling with gaining weight back and stuff like that. So I'm just like curious, is like, have you like experienced anything like that at all?
So far I haven't experienced any kind of like plateaus or anything, or I'm not really worried about if I lose weight or not, if that makes sense. Yeah,
I think a lot of people like get caught up in, and that's why I try and talk like about not focusing too much on like the numbers, right? Like I think that a scale is a genuine tool and it can be helpful, right? But I think that if it's all you're focused on, it can become like really toxic for your like your mentality.
Oh, definitely. I mean, like, I just use the scale as a tool to see like, okay, am I losing weight still? Cool. I mean, and I have like maintenance weeks too, where I'm actively trying to just maintain. So it's just like I'm trying to see if whatever I'm implementing is actually working.
Yeah.
That's just the way I do it. So yeah, the actual number means like nothing to me, just because weight fluctuates so much.
Yeah, seriously, it really does. That's something that I think a lot of people are not being aren't super aware of, is that like I can fluctuate like genuinely 12 pounds in a day, and I know for me a lot of it's because I have loose skin and stuff like that, and actually I think it holds water more. At least that's my own personal opinion. And so that's why I think that actually like weighing yourself daily could be a good tool for people, because you can use it as like just if you just look at it as a data point, you can track that data, right? Because if you only weigh yourself once a week, it's hard to track that data because you have less data points. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I would agree. I mean, I only weigh myself about once a week, but I try to like mimic the same conditions.
Yeah.
Like first thing in the morning, fasted, you know, so it decently accurate. But yeah, it's just like kind of a check-in. Like I don't really have that mentality where I've really cared about the number on the scale. So, but I can see how it could definitely be detrimental to someone's progress too.
So what was the like, was there a moment that you're like, I want to start losing weight, like this is important to me, and like did you have like a click moment or anything like that?
Well, I think it's always been like in the back of my head. I mentioned on my Instagram, I was like going through old journals that I have, and in it I should actually like count the number of times I mentioned wanting to lose weight.
Really?
Because it's just like a constant. But I think like during quarantine, when like there's not much else to do, like I had an option. I was like, okay, should I
buy a Switch and go down the Animal Crossing route, or should I start a channel and start losing weight? I
Wow.
obviously picked the latter.
That's crazy. Like, because, like, you get, like, it's not all about views, but it's like, there are a lot of people that are very, very much so, like, invested in, and they obviously feel some way, and they feel connected because they're obviously watching all the videos. That's insane. Because, like, if you would have just started playing Animal Crossing, you might have a 5-star island. I have a 5-star island, and once I got the 5-star island, I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm kind of done playing Animal Crossing now.
Right? Well, like, I played older Animal Crossing games, and I was, like, completely enthralled in this imaginary world where I was, like, it was basically my life.
Mm-hmm.
So the thought of, like, having done that and really having nothing to show for it, whereas now, like, I'm, like, 30 pounds down almost, and,
Yeah.
you know, I have, like, all these people that are saying that, like, I'm inspiring them on their own journey. Like, that's just insane to me. Like, I think I still can't wrap my head around it. It's so strange, and I'm so grateful. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's like weight loss and being like it's not even just weight loss. I would say, because anyone that loses weight usually will have someone in their family or their friends that are like, you know, being like, oh, I'm so proud of you, like, you've inspired me. I think that's a normal thing. But, like, having so many people that look up to you and that are inspired by you, I think it's like this, I'm not trying to be negative, but it's like this double-edged sword that, like, I was kind of saying this before you came on the live stream, and this is something I've dealt with as well, is like, you have, like, the highs are so high because there's so many people that are like excited for you and that are happy for you. But the thing that sucks, and this is like what's happened with friends of mine in the past, is that when they start to maybe slip, or like weight loss is no longer happening, or maybe they're even gaining weight, that people, it's the complete opposite. Like the anger and the vitriol is so much higher than it would be for someone that maybe didn't have like a following. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's scary. I haven't really experienced that yet because I've been consistently losing or just maintaining. So
yeah, and I'm not like trying to be like, be aware. Like, that's not at all what I'm trying to say. I was just kind of curious to hear, like, because it's so interesting, like, because obviously I've been doing this for so many years, and I've seen so many people like that have like started channels. There's never, not from my knowledge, as far as like a weight loss channel that has blown up as much as yours. And I think it's awesome, and I think that's great, and I understand by watching your videos why, right? They're very it's not just about weight loss. Like, that's almost like the secondary part. It's like your personality is the reason why people are there. And so I just think it's really cool. Like, I think that the fact that you have like such a large reach and such a large channel it really is awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I think it's awesome too. I mean, like, I hope that, like, when it comes to a point where I don't lose weight, or if I even gain weight, I can handle it appropriately, where I don't like fall completely off, or maybe I don't know, because that's like, that's a reality of the whole journey, is not going 100% right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's the thing. Like, one of the tips that I give to a lot of people that ask me about this is that when it comes to like a slip up or a fall, or where you feel like you've messed up, right? Whatever that might be. If you're doing keto, if you're just trying to be in a deficit, whatever, right? Is that it's all about how you react to the situation, right? Like, if you end up having that thing that maybe you didn't want to, you go over your calories or whatever it is, and you sit there and dwell on it, and you're like, well, I'm a bad person. I messed up. I might as well, like, oh, it's Friday. Might as well just eat whatever I want this whole weekend because I already messed it up. Like, that is obviously, like, if you do that, then the whole mess up is going to be way worse. But if you're able to be like, well, you know what? I slipped up. Okay, let's pick it back up. You know, that is, I think, that's like a huge, like, once you have that shift, you can actually make a lot more progress, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And I think I have, like, the right mindset this time around. Things just feel, like, way different.
Why is that? What do you...
But I'm just... I'm just like more nonchalant about it, I guess. Like before there would be like deadlines, like, okay, I gotta lose 20 pounds for prom. Like, you know, or I want to be fit by the time this person's wedding comes up. So it was just like me putting deadlines on it, but this time it's not really about a certain end goal. And I don't know, like these past like 3 years I've done like a lot of like self-reflecting and journaling and like getting my mental health in check. So I don't know, I can't explain the difference, but it's there, and it's, I can feel it.
Yeah, that's huge, man. Like, and then I think honestly, like, having a community, obviously your community is super huge, and like most people aren't going to be able to do that, but like even if it's just a community on Instagram where it's like 5 people or whatever, you know, like that is so unbelievably helpful. And that's why I tell people, like, find a community, whether it's like, you know, whether it's on Instagram or you go on Reddit and you really like Reddit and you go to Reddit Lose It, or you hey, join my Discord. But like any sort of community that is there for you is so unbelievably helpful. And some people have that in real life too, you know, like have you ever had to deal with like family and friends being not supportive of like you trying to lose weight?
I don't think so. Like, all the people, I keep my circle pretty small, so everyone's pretty supportive and like they're in my life for a reason, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So usually keep the ones around that are going to be supportive in all my life decisions and stuff, so it's not ever been a problem. But
yeah, for me,
but they're also supportive if like I'm not on some kind of journey either, so I guess maybe that's enabling in some way.
I mean, that's a good point. I've never, that's a really good point. I wouldn't say that it's enabling personally for me, at least like if I'm thinking about when I think about myself, right? Like when I was at my biggest, I know my mom was like, she felt so bad about how big I was. Like she felt like it was her fault, you know, and there can be an argument that to a certain extent when I was younger, it kind of was, right? Like she was the one that was buying the food, but I think that it's much more complicated than just your mom is the reason you're fat, right? Like I don't think that it's that simple. We had a very complicated, like growing up, we were basically as poor as you can be without being homeless is pretty much where we were. So it was like a lot of really cheap food. It was a lot of very, very like Hamburger Helper or chicken and rice or spaghetti, you know, like the as cheap as it could be. And like all of the, like when I think about like the meats and stuff that we would use, like a lot of like the ground beef we would use, it would be like 30 or maybe even sometimes 40% fat, and like so high calories, but it was the cheapest thing that we could get, you know?
Yeah, that makes total sense. And like I came from like a similar background because my mom was a single mom growing up, so like I would have to cook dinner because she'd be gone working for my younger sister and I, and so it'd be like a lot of frozen stuff, you know, like easy microwave stuff. Microwave burritos are just nasty.
Yeah.
You know, but like it kept us fed. I mean, you do what you have to do to, you know, if surviving's your goal at the moment. But yeah,
it's definitely like hard when you think of like when like that's kind of what I was saying is like it's people are so quick to want to like blame, you know, like parents and stuff like that, and I really don't think it's that simple. And like the whole reason I was saying that is because I know that my mom felt genuine like guilt, right, for the size that I was. And then on top of that though, like once I turned 18, I was working on my own, like I was out of high school and stuff like that. So it was like up to me. And so like I don't think that it was enabling as much as it was like she didn't want to constantly be harping on me about my weight. You know, like constantly be saying this, because I know how I was very defensive. And it was like if anyone said anything about my weight, they were just trying to attack me. And I was like, why are you attacking me? Like, leave me alone. I had a sister, one of my sisters, I have a lot of siblings, but one of my sisters, because she didn't live with me, every time I would see her, she would talk about health in some way, right? Like she would talk about how, oh, you need to, like, you should try this, or have you heard about this, or like, what about this thing? And it got to a point where for me, I was just like, I don't want to hear about it anymore. I don't care. Like, that's all you ever want to talk about. And I honestly, like, got mad about it. And so, like, I don't think that if a family member is not always harping on you, I don't think that's, like, really enabling. But I do understand, like, where you're coming from with that.
Maybe just, like, explaining it as being neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Like, supportive and neutral would be a good way
Yeah.
to describe it. Because it's not really, like, they're ever harping on me to, like, lose weight or anything. Like, I've never had that. But they're also supportive when I'm trying, you know?
Yeah.
So, I guess, like, neutral.
Yeah. How has it been, like, for you, like, mentally having this, like, platform now that you have now?
It's been difficult.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I think just, like, having every little aspect, like, things you don't even think about, I guess, just under a microscope.
Oh, yeah. Especially
It's
when
a
you're
little
vlogging. Oof.
Yeah, it gets a little bit rough. But, like, ultimately, I think it's fine. I think it's doing more good than harm.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I just need to get a thicker skin when it comes to some things. But
Yeah, But I mean, sometimes it gets frustrating. It's like you maybe you pan around your room and there's something that, I don't know, that's out, and people are like, why would you have that out, or why would you open it that way? And it's just like, holy crap, just let me live my life, please. Like,
right.
so, but then it gets weird. Like, that's a whole conversation too. Is like, so a few years ago, when vlogging was, like, super popular. So, like, when Casey Neistat was, like, at the top of his game and he was doing daily vlogs for, like, literally years, right? I remember I was like, oh, I'll do daily vlogs. That'll be fun. But it got to a point, and it was fun for a while, but it got to a point where for me, I was like, I feel like I am living for the vlog instead of living for myself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like, I thought about this recently because I recently filmed me and my friends climbing a mountain, and I was like, I need, like, at that moment, I was like, it felt awkward to, like, tell them that, like, okay, I have a YouTube channel, because some of them don't even know.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There's still a lot of people in my life that don't know.
That's crazy.
But, yeah, so I was thinking, I was like, I need to make sure that I'm not, you know, just vlogging this for the views. Like, it never becomes, like, me accepting to do something just because I'm like, oh, I could vlog that.
Uh-huh. It's hard not to get there,
I don't know.
though.
I'm trying to keep it balanced because I can see how it could get bad.
Yeah. No, it 100%. Like, it can go there so easily. And it's like, I wouldn't say necessarily every time that happens it's like some horrible thing. I think that it's fine if, like, you're like, oh, this thing would be fun to film. I think to a certain extent that's totally fine, because it, like, I'm not sure if you're doing this full time, but eventually, like, if it becomes your job, it is your job, right? Like, would I be live streaming in front of hundreds of people because it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be doing this normally if I was just like a normal person that, like, you know. And so I think that there's, like, certain extent where it's okay, but it's like, especially, but I feel like when it's vlogging, like, in particular, like, I don't think you daily vlog, but, like, especially when it comes to, like, daily vlogging, I mean, this was a big thing that people talked a lot about, was, like, burnout. Was that people they'd be like, I would literally, like, make things up to be mad about or to be upset about so I could put it in the vlog.
Oh, dang. Yeah, that's an extreme.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Like, it's a very interesting question, because it's like, if, like, when your life becomes, especially, like, you know, we're talking about vlogs in particular, when your life becomes your content, right? Just your everyday life, it's so easy for that to become, like, toxic or just not good in general. And so I always worry, and I think that there is a little bit of spillover. I'm not saying for you, but just, like, in weight loss influencer space or fitness influencer space, like, there is spillover where people are, you know, doing workouts or doing whatever because they feel like they have to, because that's who they are.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, like, if it ever gets to that point where, because this isn't my full-time gig right now, you know?
What else do you do? Are you allowed to share?
Yeah, I'm a graphic designer. I can't say where I work, though.
You're a graphic designer?
Yeah.
Do you do freelance stuff ever?
I have in the past, like when I was in school, I was doing freelance stuff, but my job keeps me pretty busy. So.
Okay. I was gonna say we should, like, I don't know, work together in some way, but if you're too busy, then I totally get that.
Yeah, but so this isn't my full-time gig right now, so it's kind of just a hobby. But I think if it ever got down a road where it was detrimental to, like, my mental health, or, you know, I don't know, because I struggle with, like, existentialism, like, a lot. And so, like, sometimes, like, just this whole, like, new thing that's happening around, like, the vlog is just insane, and it makes me, like, contemplate, like, what is life? Like,
Yeah.
what is this? What kind of simulation am I in right now? So, like, I think if it ever got, like, too bad, I would just, like, need to quit.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
'cause
that's
it's just not
totally.
worth it.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think I think a lot of people don't realize, and, like, this is something that I struggle with myself, that, like, I try not to, I might be kind of going off on a tangent, but it just, like, what you said made me think of this. Like, I struggle with feeling like I shouldn't complain about anything that is going on in my life, because of, I feel like there are so many people that might watch what I'm doing and think, I wish I could do what he's doing. You know, like, I wish I could do that. I would love to be able to do that. And so I feel like if I complain, people are just going to come at me and be like, whatever, you know, like, oh my gosh, there's such a crybaby kind of thing. And so it's hard. Like, it's hard not to, like, to try and act like everything's okay. But then it's like, I have this struggle of, like, okay, am I being fake? And that's something I don't want to be either.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. I don't know. I think people kind of think just because you have a huge following or something that, like, you shouldn't have problems as well. But I think your problems are completely valid.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not going to be anyone that doesn't have any sort of problems. I think you just have a new bouquet of problems, if you will.
Yeah, it's definitely
Just, like,
different.
A little bit different.
Yeah, it's definitely different than, like, and I think it's hard because most people just can't relate to it.
Right? Okay, that's, like, been my main thing, is, like, not being able to relate. Because I've been kind of, like, telling one of my friends, I was like, well, I'm feeling, like, really disconnected from, like, a lot of things, even though I'm more connected than I've ever been.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I don't really get that. Because you have, like, this many followers. And I was like, yeah, but, like, and then, like, I can't articulate it, and it's just, I don't know, it's weird. The whole thing's very weird.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
A lot of people, I think that's a common, like, misconception, and I think more and more people are kind of understanding, like, just because you have a lot of followers, that doesn't mean that you are technically connected with many of them, or, like, you have really even community with those people, right? Like, they might follow you, but you might not feel, like, connected to those people. I personally feel like, I think that's why I've been so excited about, like, what I've been doing recently, right, with, like, the live stream and, like, the Discord that you're on right now, is it's felt like I'm, like, cultivating this community. And I mean, dude, I've been doing this for, like, 5-6 years, you know?
Yeah, that's insane, and that's one of the things I wanted to ask you about, too, is just, like, how for so long.
Yeah. That's I mean, I think for me, at the start, it was a genuine, like, I wanted to help people, right? Like, I just really wanted to, like, that's what I wanted to do, right? And so I was like, okay, I'll make a YouTube channel, and then it kind of, like, for me, I realized that when I made the biggest insecurity video, that video went, like, viral, and that completely changed my life, and then I realized, oh, so if you're vulnerable about genuine things that you're dealing with, like, you connect with more people, right? And then so I so once I started doing that, I just kind of started making other things that maybe were like more hashtag relatable, I guess. But now I think like how I've been able to do it is that I just have kind of, I genuinely just do what is interesting to me, right? Like, so for me right now, live streams have been very interesting. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do everything I can to try and make the live streams as fun to watch as possible, right? And like make them enjoyable. But like recently, like the past 2 years, I've made a lot of commentary videos. And like there's, the thing that I've realized is that there are going to be people that don't like that. Like, my content has changed a lot over the years. And I'm sure there's people in chat right now that are like, I don't like the commentary videos, I like the old vlogs. And like, I can appreciate it, and I appreciate that they liked the vlogs in the past. But it's like, if that stuff isn't enjoyable for me to make, I'm just not going to make it.
Yeah, because it's just, it becomes like this chore if you're not enjoying it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
So-
100%. And then it's like, if I'm going to like sit here and be like miserable, but it's like, oh, but people like this and they're enjoying it, like it will only last so long. And so like that's why it's like with the live streams, I'm genuinely excited about doing them, so it's very easy for me to go out and do it. And it's kind of the same thing, it's the same way that I feel like I live my life just in general, like even with fitness. Like people are like, how do you stay so disciplined or whatever, right? And it's like, I just enjoy, like, it's not hard for me to go and do something that I want to do, right? Like, you want to ask someone, how do you always just get yourself to go to the amusement park every day? Well, and people will be like, what are you talking about? Like, you know, so I think, like, for me, it's, I genuinely try and find the things that will set my soul on fire. And, like, my personality has always been, if I find something I like, I will do everything in my power to get as good at it as I possibly can. Like for drumming, that's something that I did. Like I fell in love with drumming, and I watched videos, and that's all I cared about for a long time, many years, right? Before that, it was like skateboarding, but then I was never good at skateboarding. I was so bad. But then I went to drumming, and like I actually got pretty good at drumming, right? But then once I was like, okay, I need to lose weight, it was the same thing there. I was like, I love losing weight, like this, like I got super engulfed in that. And then it's taken different forms as far as like my channel and stuff like that. It's just like I've had different iterations of the channel, I guess, you know? And I just kind of, it's not even like I genuinely like search for it. I'm like, what's the next thing that I can make myself? Like, I don't really do that. It's just something starts to spark my interest, and then I literally will like slowly,
Just whatever you fall into.
yeah, really, it really is that simple for me.
That makes sense. I mean, like, I've always been like a serial hobbyist, so like I'll get like super enthralled in like one thing, and then like that's all I'll do in my free time.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, with the way I'm structuring my whole weight loss plan this time, it's like a lot of different challenges.
Uh-huh.
So it's not one thing for a long amount of time. I mean, until I find that thing. But so I did like the Chloe Ting challenge. I did like a running challenge. Well, it was like a walk jog, let's be honest. It was more walk. And like right now I'm doing like a yoga thing. So it's just kind of like I'm keeping it fresh
Yeah.
each time so I can figure it out and it doesn't get too, I guess, monotonous. Because I kind of fall off if things start to get like too similar over time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so have you been to the gym at all since you've started?
No, because the COVID thing.
Yeah.
And
Where
I
do you
mean,
live?
like, what?
Where do you live?
In Colorado.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think everything's like relatively better here than most places. Like I imagine like California, like LA, like those places are kind of hit hard.
Yeah.
New York. But I don't know. It just doesn't seem worth it right now.
Uh-huh.
Because like you have to make an appointment to go to the gym and like go during a specific time, and I'm like,
Well, especially like for you weren't like, oh, I want to go, like you weren't going to the gym already anyway. So like, why would you want to go to the gym if you obviously like have seen results without it. And I think that that's really awesome, and like that's important, that people don't realize, like, you don't need to go to the gym to lose weight. It really isn't necessary.
100%. And like it gives me like an arsenal of like things to pick from if like I can't go to the gym. You know, I could throw on like a fitness Marshall video or like a yoga video or, you know, whatever, because I've done those things and I know that they're effective. But I have like lifted in the past, and I really do enjoy like that kind of stuff. I took a weightlifting class in high school, and like that was really fun, like seeing like your max weights go up and stuff. But
oh man, I was in a weightlifting class in high school, and we were benching, and like all the guys could like bench 135, which is a plate on each side, like a 45 pound plate, and they could do like reps of it. I couldn't even bench 115. Like I couldn't, not even one time. Like I am so naturally not strong, and so like it was, oh man, I remember I was just like, the gym's stupid.
Yeah, I did it my freshman year of high school, which was like the worst mistake ever because there were no freshmen in that class, and so I clung, and it was mainly guys too, so I was like doubly intimidated.
Yeah.
So I clung to like the older girls in the class, and they just like kept making me re-rack their weights and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
So I was just kind of like the peon, like, you know, just like the runner. But
yeah,
I got like even though we messed around most of the class, and like I obviously wasn't competing with anybody for like max weights or anything, but I got really strong, and I was like, damn, okay, little baby muscle poking through.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like I think that's a really like important thing for people to see, and I'm sure that's probably a big reason why like your channel has gotten to the point where it is now, is like a lot of people were, because I remember when I was making videos at the beginning of quarantine, when I was like doing a lot of at-home workouts before the gym opened up. I mean, we had to close again, and now we can only work out outside here in California. But like people were really liked that they were able to do that, and they were able to watch me make these at-home workout videos. And so I think that that's like a big reason probably why so many people have connected with you so much, is that they see that you're working out at home. That's the only option they might have right now. You know, things are changing a little bit now. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that was maybe kind of a part of the reason why so many people were attracted to your videos. And obviously, like I said earlier, like your personality and the edits that you do, they're really fun to watch as well.
Oh, like, no, 100%, like, I agree with you. Like, it's definitely due to the timing of all this. I mean, I think, like, Chloe Ting, just, like, her channel in general, like, her subs spiked to, like, 10 million.
Really?
I don't know what she was at before, but, like, her subscribers went through the roof during the time when everybody had to work out at home, because people were looking for that kind of stuff. And, I mean, I kind of just rode that bandwagon, I guess, because I did the Chloe Ting workout, but like it is so saturated, I didn't think my video would like get any kind of traction, because literally everybody was doing those kinds of things. But like, I don't know, it was just crazy.
Yeah, that's I think like for me personally, I ended up getting like super into Animal Crossing at the start of the quarantine. But I think that a lot of people were in that same boat, because like Animal Crossing, like I haven't played it in a while. Like I got a 5-star island, and then I was like, okay, I'm kind of done. And I think like a lot of people that started playing Animal Crossing, probably, at least for me, I know I wouldn't have been playing it if they had other things to do. I literally had nothing else to do. I couldn't even really leave my house. And so I was like, well, might as well, you know, spend an hour or two every day playing this game, because it gives me something to do for a little bit. So you found a much more useful habit, and I played Animal Crossing.
It was very close to being Animal Crossing too.
Yeah.
Like those videos were everywhere. And I was just like, I need to play this game. Look at all the new things you can do.
No, I know they just released like diving that you can do in the game now, which I still haven't even tried yet, which looks cool.
I know, I saw that. I still haven't broke down and bought a Switch, but I'm like, you know what? At this point, it'd be detrimental. Like I would just get sucked into it, and then it would be like the whole thing.
Yeah, for
My
me.
YouTube channel would turn
Oh,
into.
hey, I mean, shoot, you might make some. You could probably make some good videos with that. I did. I put like an island tour on my second channel, showing people like my island. It was before it was even 5 stars though. So, but oh well.
Oh,
I remember.
so it's just garbage.
Yeah, it was garbage. I
It was
remember.
before it was 5 stars, so it's garbage. Trash.
It was literally a trash island. I remember when Pokemon Go was really popular. I ended up I made a couple Pokemon Go videos too on my second channel. My second channel is like where I just like put stuff that I think is fun, and like
Yeah.
we'll put whatever on there.
Just random stuff.
But it's funny watching those videos back, like the Pokemon Go ones, because I was just like I was so into it. Like I would watch videos after video after video. Yeah, it's like you were saying, like a serial hobbyist. That's exactly
Yeah.
how I am. Like I get super into things, and then after a while, I'm like, okay, well, I'm done. I'm done with the thing now, and I'm good. So
It's weird. I never got onto the Pokemon Go bandwagon. I like love Pokemon. Like that's my whole childhood. All about it, but never. I mean, I think because it involved walking around.
yeah, yeah, that's funny. See, for me, that's why I liked it so much, because it got me to go walk around.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know. All right, well, I'm going to be doing a podcast in a little bit, but thank you so much for enduring all of the technical difficulties and like coming on and saying hi. I want everyone in chat.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I want everyone in chat to go subscribe to Beatrice Caruso on. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Beatrice Caruso on Instagram, on YouTube. Okay, everyone say thank you for coming on and hanging out and talking. Okay. This was a lot of fun. So my goal is I want to just get people to come on every once in a while, and like obviously today was more interview type because we've literally never talked, but
Yeah.
I would love to just like have conversations on live stream. I don't know, it's fun like watching other people do it, so I think it would be fun to do like a weight loss fitness kind of version of it, you know.
Oh, for sure.
All right, well, thank you so much. I hope you have a great day, and again, everyone
Thank
go
you.
subscribe, okay?
I hope you do too. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye. All right. Well, that was fun. Thanks, everyone, for sticking around. This has been such a fun live stream. Did I miss any super chats? I want to make sure I don't miss any of those. Do you check your direct messages in Discord? Well, when I'm talking to someone, I try not to use my computer too much because I'm not good at multitasking, and then I get lost, and then I'm like, what's going on? Tell people to drop a like. Drop a like on the live stream, you guys. I'd like to know why it's acceptable for people to slam me for appearing too slim, but God help me if I say anything about obesity. Why? I think that I wouldn't say that it's acceptable or okay, but I think the reason that people might feel okay with doing it is because being slim or skinny is a lot of people's ideal, and so they don't feel like they can be mean to someone that has the ideal body type or whatever, you know. And so I think that's why people do it. Not saying that it's okay, but that is why I would assume people would do that. My opinion on that. I mean, is it true the more you sweat, the more calories you lose? No, sweat does not equal. R. Marsh already said it, but sweat doesn't mean you're burning calories. Like I sweat so much. Like I'm sweating right now, like under my arms. You can't see it, but like just because you sweat a lot doesn't mean that you're burning a lot of calories. So that's why I think it's like if someone's wearing like a sauna suit and in their head they're like, yeah, this is helping me burn more calories, it's kind of silly. You can definitely like sauna suits and like losing sweat will make you lose weight, but it's just water weight. So like once you drink water and eat, you're gonna gain that weight back. And so I would yeah, don't worry. If you don't sweat a lot, it's really not that big of a deal. As far as like weight loss, it's not like, oh man, I need to sweat to lose weight. All right, you guys, I'm going to get going because I actually do have a podcast that I'm going to be on in a few minutes, and I need to eat some food before I hop on there. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone that left a super chat today. I really, really appreciate it. Hopefully by the time the next stream goes live, we will have the membership thing set up so you guys can have like the custom emotes, and we can do that. I think that would be a lot of fun. I really want to do that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. But yeah, thank you guys. I love you guys, and this was a lot of fun. If you're not on the Discord yet, make sure you get on the Discord. I will make sure that I put the unlisted video of the whole live stream on there so you guys can watch that, and you guys will be the only one that can see it. Okay? I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much, and bye.